Hello, my name is Jackie Lucas and I'm Learning Services Coordinator for the Australian Library and Information Association.
My name is Kate Bunker and I'm the Director of Learning for ALIA, and together Jackie and I make up the ALIA Learning Team. We are making this video on Ngunnawal and Ngambri lands and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. Jackie and I are both librarians who are especially committed to promoting professional development for our sector and who love supporting our ALIA members to achieve great things through their ongoing PD. So today we're talking about the ALIA PD Scheme specialisations. What are they and how do they work?
The specialisations were introduced back in 2013 as an extension of the ALIA PD Scheme. The Health Library specialisation was the very first to arrive, and it was developed from a skills audit of this particular role. Further specialisations have been added over the ensuing years, and we currently offer 10 different specialisations that we're going to tell you about today.
So here are the 10, and we should begin by saying that you can join a specialisation at any time. So specialisations are open to new and existing PD Scheme members.
The purpose of the specialisations is to provide a means for you to develop and demonstrate specialised knowledge by focusing on PD activities that you choose on subject-related competencies. The specialisations have the same goals as the ALIA PD scheme. So the 1-year goal of attaining a post-nominal and the 3-year goal of certified professional certificate. However, the post-nominal and certified professional certificate are branded to indicate the specialisation that you've chosen. So you're not only providing evidence of your commitment to professional development, but also a growing expertise in a specialised area of library and information management. For each specialisation, there is a set of related competencies, and I should say that you can see these at any time on the ALIA website. You just need to go to our main menu, and under the professional development block, you can see the link to the specialisations, and you can access all of the information that we're providing today and the associated resources at any time. So, like good librarians, we're going to go in alphabetical order and begin with data. You can see here that the data specialisation is based on 10 competencies that have been carefully chosen to address the unique opportunities and challenges of this particular field. So if you were to take up this specialisation, we ask you to select PD activities where you're developing your knowledge about recent trends such as big data and open data, or you'd seek to learn about the principles and practices of research data management, data preservation and storage, retention and disposal, and data management planning and sustainability. Out of the 10 competencies, we ask that you cover off on a minimum of 6 across the 3-year period of the specialisation. So that applies to all of the specialisations. You'll see that there are anywhere between 8 and 12 competencies, but we ask that you address 6 of them to show your expertise in the specialisation.
And for each specialisation, we provide a skills audit that we recommend you do complete at the beginning and at the end of the specialisation to assess how your skills and knowledge are tracking. The skills audit is a tool that can help you identify gaps in your understanding as well as to highlight your strengths. And it's a really useful tool to use in planning your professional development goals and activities. The next specialisation is the government specialisation, which has 9 competencies developed with input from a government reference panel and to address the unique challenges and opportunities within government libraries and information services at both national and state level. For example, understanding directives, standards and policies applicable to particular organisations or agencies, and an understanding of government research methods. There is, of course, a skills audit associated with this specialisation.
And as I said earlier, health was the first PD scheme specialisation offered by ALIA back in 2013. And the specialisation was developed through the vision of Health Libraries Australia. who hold that they want all Australians to benefit from health, library and information professionals' expertise that is integral to evidence-based healthcare. This specialisation provides health information specialists with a verifiable pathway to achieving their certified professional status in all health organisations and in the health professional workforce. It's based on a framework of 8 competency areas, and these areas were reviewed by Health Libraries Australia during 2018, and the revised set of competencies were announced at the start of 2019, along with an updated skills audit. And Kate and I would like to acknowledge the work of HLA in really being our guiding light in terms of the specialisations, the great work that they do to champion health libraries, and that particular specialisation helps us with our continuous improvement of all of the specialisations.
And like health was our first specialisation developed, heritage collections is our newest specialisation and is based on 10 competencies that cover off on skills and knowledge such as the acquisition, description, preservation, storage and access to heritage materials, understanding the benefits and limitations of digitisation, and promoting and supporting Indigenous ways of knowledge, knowing and transmitting culture. And again, these competencies were formed by a special working group with an interest in and expertise in heritage and rare book collections.
Our Indigenous engagement specialisation has 8 competencies, including understanding the library and information sector policies, issues and trends that impact on Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples, and the principles and practices related to providing information services to meet Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people's needs. I'd like to say that you don't need to be working in a community with Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people forming the bulk of your library clientele to undertake this specialisation. If it's an area that resonates with you, then get on board and use the skills and knowledge that you learn in this area to promote reconciliation wherever you are and whatever the demographic of the community you serve is.
Our next specialisation is LIS Practitioner Research, and this specialisation has 12 competencies and is all about your awareness of research practice and communication, including ethical research practices and research data management. This is a good one for people who want to start researching or work in an academic library. And we need active researchers in the sector right now, and this is a great way to hone your skills and understanding in this area.
The public library specialisation delivers a diverse range of topics within current public library practice, and it's a special one because it's divided into streams. Our research and academic specialisation that you'll hear about in a moment also has streams, but the public library specialisation has the most. You can choose to undertake the general public library specialisation, or you might choose the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander stream, which is different to our Indigenous engagement specialisation. There's an accessibility stream, a child youth stream, community engagement, cultural diversity, digital literacy, and a local studies genealogy stream. Now, each of these has its own set of relevant competencies and a unique skills audit for you to complete. And if you're working in the public library sector, what a great addition to your performance review. And if it's an area that you're hoping to move into, then join up, as it could be a great launching pad into a new sector for you. Or perhaps you're at a later career stage, but still enthusiastic about your lifelong learning and wanting to support your community in a voluntary capacity. So you can take up this specialisation to be as informed about this specialised streams as you possibly can be.
So the research academic specialisation also has a couple of streams and addresses the unique opportunities and challenges within the research and tertiary education sectors. So there are 3 streams. You can choose to do the general stream, a research stream, or the academic library stream. And you'll see the associated post-nominals here. We're very grateful to our Research Academic Reference Panel for their input and guidance into this specialisation. This is a great specialisation if you are working in an academic library and, for example, supporting researchers or working in that teaching and learning area. So take a look.
And we also have a school specialisation which addresses the core competencies that are required to be a part of our vital school libraries. It's all about keeping up to date with the policies, issues and trends that are impacting on the education sector, and an understanding of the importance of things such as information literacy and reading programs. So whether you're a qualified teacher librarian, a library technician or a librarian working in an Australian school, then the school specialisation can support you. For teachers, it doesn't take the place of the regulatory requirements for your registration as a teacher, which involve 20 hours of PD in most states per year. However, it's a wonderful asset to develop those specialised skills of working in the library. And we have a group, ALIA schools, that have a PD calendar that can be a great support to this specialisation.
And finally, we come to our vocational education and training library specialisation, which is based on 9 competencies pertinent to the VET environment. So things like practices related to digital literacy to meet the needs of VET users, curriculum design and instruction, and responding to the learning and information needs of VET teachers and trainers. So this is a great one if you're working in a VET library or if you're interested in moving into that area.
And a bit of a plug here for ALIA's PD postings. This is our e-newsletter that comes out via your email inbox on the first Thursday of every month. And in PD postings, you'll find that each specialisation is represented with a list of current resources that you can explore and read for PD points. Sometimes it's webinars, it's largely articles or videos and podcasts related to the competencies of those specialised areas.
And I'd like to re-emphasise that you don't have to be working in the particular sector to join a specialisation. So you can take up a specialisation as an interest, or it could be part of your strategic plan and career goal if you're thinking of moving sectors. You also don't have to join a specialisation to access the resources. If you're an ALIA member, you are more than welcome to access the competencies and skills audits for your own interest and professional development.
And when it comes to logging and reflecting on your specialisation for the ALIA PD scheme, there's only really one difference between undertaking a specialisation and the regular PD scheme, and that is that you add the competency number that you're addressing through your PD activity at the start of the reflection, keeping in mind that one particular PD activity can actually cover off on a number of competencies. And so that's the ALIA PD scheme specialisations and how it all works.
So we hope this has been useful to you and helpful. And if you do have any questions about the ALIA PD scheme or any of the specialisations, please contact Jackie and myself at pd@alia.org.au. And thank you very much.
Happy learning, everyone. Thank you.